Eerie tale. Has anyone ever asked you before to provide for their dogs while they're absent? Maybe just say no the next time. After learning about this eerie tale, their fiancé showed up at the residence to feed the kitties. They took this image of what seems to be a shadowy presence outside the upper window. Disoriented and uneasy, the poster looked at their fiancé, wondering if that individual was genuine or possibly a decorative element. In an effort to allay the worries, the fiancé indicated that it can be a simple ornamental item or a statue. But what they found within of the house heightened the mystery even further. As soon as you walk inside the house, they were met with an odd sight. All the doors of the house were ajar. When the cats were taken care of and all the doors had been closed, one of them thumped from upstairs, startling them. The cats were notably directly in front of them, excluding the chance that any one of them was the source of the noise. Feeling increasingly uneasy, they quickly shut the door on the house. To their surprise and terror, as they departed, they came to understand that the enigmatic figure had disappeared from the window. The poster informed the home's owner, as did their fiancé, regarding their encounter. She did point out that nothing was absent, though. She added that it was typical for every door in the house to open in the manner that they did, which a few viewers appeared to believe was a really strange statement to make. What are your thoughts on this figure? Is it actually in the upstairs window? A ghost? An intruder who is human? Or is it just a piece of art? Comment below with your views on this spooky tale. The television. Nothing that could produce a shadow. Ever experienced that unsettling feeling that you have company?
Look in the reflection of the TV. It feels like someone is sitting next to me. You know what's the scariest part? There's no one next to me.
I feel as though there is someone seated beside me. What's the scariest part?
You know what's the scariest part? There's no one next to me.
However, when the camera pans towards the couch, we can see there's actually no one there.
Figure was seated close to the camera mount. What's the scariest part? Nobody is positioned beside me.
Once again, they turn the device to the TV,
as the camera
yet the
moves to the
eerie
couch,
figure
as we can see,
returns.
But in the
nobody
reflection,
is genuinely
there is-
present. They switch the device to the TV once more, but
It
the
looks
unsettling
eerie.
figure reappears. However, there is in the reflection.
Is there actually a
It
shadow
appears
person
unsettling.
or some type of
Is
other
there a shadow
paranormal entity
person in
sitting
real
next
life?
to this viewer?
Or
is
some
there another
kind
way
of
to explain the
otherworldly
unnerving
being
shadow
seated
we can
close
see
by
in the
the eyes of the
TV?
spectator?
Let your
Or
theories
is there a
rip on
different
this
method to
strange piece of
clarify the
footage
eerie
down
shadow
below.
that appears on the TV.
But in the reflection, there is... It looks eerie.
Enigmatic videos. The customary guided the following odd video was posted. Look at what it displays. Two strange-looking security officers are on the red carpet with a woman in tow. If you examine carefully, it will become apparent to you that none of them are real. Their heads seem to be artificial. What's strange is that this isn't the initial sighting of these peculiar individuals. This additional individual appears to be being escorted by the gargantuan security officers. Although they do have an odd appearance, the strange thing is that the internet is empty of information concerning their identities or the true nature of this situation. Do you know anything about these clips? Please tell us about them in the comments section below. The date. A man uploaded a video in May 2016 to his YouTube channel, which looks to be rather dull footage captured by security cameras inside of during the midday. At a restaurant, the video that was captured at the Los Angeles, the Mansion del Dende Eatery and Bar is situated near the historic center of Candelaria Bota displays two females seated to relish a small snack. But as the two girls genuinely enjoy their meals, strange thing occurs quite abruptly right in front of them, which unquestionably makes them lose a little bit of their appetite and observe additionally view suddenly. A dish on the table can be observed moving as though independently greatly to the two girls' surprise. Interestingly, though, they don't appear to be overly alarmed by what is happening, but rather, they appear more astonished and bewildered. Simply by glancing at the table, it appears that there isn't any kind of strings that were fastened to the plate, so that have managed to accomplish this and more. The two girls' response clearly indicates pretty sincere to me. Certain individuals in the remarks indicated that the table was damp, or that traffic vibrations might have prompted the motion. But if considering that, why did just one of the plates move? Making it challenging to place the specifics of what's happening here, and the reason this spirit wished to shift a plate. But even so, it's kind of eerie footage. The sibling, Bella Amara, 30, shared a terrifying and enigmatic video today a few days ago. A ghost operated that surely result in you losing a few hours of rest this evening. The uploader claims that their living sister 8 years in a haunted house interactions that occur now. And even now bizarre items like this that freak. Check out the video with her to see what she has been doing. Thumping next to you can hear possibly the source of the chopping sound anywhere in the home, despite the fact that she appears to be at home alone. Maybe be producing this sound, and regrettably, we are unable to determine why. However, some people conjecture that it sounds in the comments section, strikingly similar to someone arranging something on a chopping board. Could this as a ghostly being that was once worked as a chef and is currently attempting to prepare a delectable supper in the, although it may sound absurd, afterlife in our insane minds? Anything is imaginable. Erratic global. The UFO. The following video that we get using a large tree fall that was uploaded with ease to the well-known UFO subreddit, a community devoted to videos and general conversations regarding the video and issue that you're going to view, was captured by a novice videographer and appears to have some strange characteristics. Triangle-shaped thing drifting to the right. Look up at the sky and search for you. Some people would suggest alien sources, citing the science possible extraterrestrial activities. Maybe investigate more terrestrial explanations, taking into account occurrences such as anomalies in the atmosphere, celestial events, or even manufactured items. Regardless of the case, however, there might not even be refuting the claim that the relevant video, an odd triangle-shaped thing circling the central part of the sky in the night, whether this enigmatic object is a byproduct of celestial nature, phenomenon like cutting-edge technology, or something that is not yet completely understood. The video provides evidence of the continuous interest in the unexplained and the part that virtual communities participate in, jointly deciphering the mysteries pertaining to our global. the man behind the camera. Picture yourself at a convenience store in the wee hours of the morning, with two pals just having fun and observing your destination for the evening when something happens to you after that will leave you with permanent scars. Life well. That is just what is purported to what befell these lads, who were only savoring each other's company in the It is late at night at this unknown. The video plays normally at the fueling station sufficient initially, but it soon requires a dark and menacing pivot suddenly.
Cabrón, digo, ya estábamos ahí cotorreando chingón. Ya que llega el que me dice, no.
Oye, güey.
Dice, ¿qué onda?
Quiero tomar una foto, volteen.
No, por favor, usted paparazzi, no lo queremos ahorita. Mira ese camión. No,
¿Qué tiene el puto camión?
Tiene sus lucecitas, pero no se ven. ¿Sí se ven?
No, güey.
¿No se ven?
No mames, no se alcanza a ver.
Allá, güey, allá.
Ya lo vi, güey, ya.
A la verga, ¿quién verga es eso tú?
No mames, no sé, güey.
No mames. No mames.
Ay, hijo de tu puta. Aguanta, güey, aguanta. Aguanta. No nos ve, güey.
Espérate, aguanta aquí, verga. ¿Quién verga es eso tú?
No sabes, güey. Vente, vamos a meternos, güey. Al chile, porque no.
A la verga, no mames. A la verga,
Hijo de su.
¿Qué pedo? ¿Qué bonito, güey?
¿Quién sabe, güey?
The two males appear to start becoming frightened about something, which then the cameraman pans over in response to the distance at which they are pointing. You seem to be able to discern something of like a tall, lean, pale thing slowly following its path toward its buddies. Then seems to move about the structure much to the bewilderment and fear of, but everyone there as the thing once more approaches them. The men ultimately choose to sprint as quickly as they can leave the region and find safety, which was unquestionably the best decision. In the video's description, the quotation from Uploader states, "It is stated that the individual who shows up there was the gas station watchman there, while he was at work during the day, died after being attacked." Then lying on the railroad tracks, end quotation in this video rather unsettling, as I am unable to even consider the horrifying thought that would be just spending time with a select group of buddies, and then, suddenly, observe a creature or approaching you like a ghost. Consider this eerie video as well. The following instance, you visit a petrol station in the wee hours of the morning, or while you're spending time with a the Reddit user. Additional dimension. A Reddit member uploaded an ominous video to his a few days ago that has received many individuals discussing the online possible theory related to it. The aforementioned video was taken outside and somewhere in the middle of a snowy day. The uploader, a forest in eastern Canada, relates having a pileated woodpecker generate its alarm call, but it wasn't anything overly peculiar, but continued to hear an awful sound that ended him motionless, too terrified to move or conduct any other action. Observe.
What the f was that? I heard some there.
And possess a take a listen to what was that I discovered some this on Indeed. That is very definitely not a sounds that are desirable to hear when you find yourself in the midst of a forest or actually anywhere. This is the type of sounds that you may hear outdoors. You exert every effort to obtain to security. Could these be the noises coming from a Bigfoot in multiple stories? And Bigfoot is rumored to make loud, creepy, and frequently compared as a mixture of Godu, An elevated voice calls the sounds in this video appear to regrettably. The uploader did not match that description. Hasn't actually provided any information about this since it was uploaded. All that is known is that it was filmed in a location that... It sounds really amazing from Eastern Canada. Horrifying, the uploader feels that the sounds may possibly belong to not the Elus of Bigfoot himself. But that's only one notion among other ones. That what do you guys believe might be happening? The loud sound. Despite the fact that the following video is quite despite being fuzzy, it's still an incredibly scary video that will make you fear for the upcoming week after watching the video was recorded somewhere on the city streets.
Nació en Santa María Virgen, padeció bajo el poder de Poncio Pilato, fue crucificado, muerto y sepultado, descendió a los infiernos, al tercer día quitando la chaqueta, resucitó entre los muertos, subió a los cielos y está sentado a la derecha de Dios Padre Todopoderoso. Quítame la chaqueta, descendió a los infiernos, al tercer día resucitó entre los muertos, subió a los cielos y está sentado a la derecha de Dios Padre Todopoderoso, que allá venía a juzgar a los vivos y a los muertos.
Some people can be seen wandering in the video. Throughout the late-night streets, everyone, although loud and frightening noises can be heard then coming from a neighboring location suddenly. A figure wearing all black may then be shown approaching slowly, while the man taking the video and the other man that's next to him. The thing goes on should go up to them and introduce the unusual noise for a few more seconds prior to, at that moment, the video abruptly ends, and then left us wondering what might have occurred following. The al of the footage thinks that that was seen on video was bruja. Also, it appears to be in Spanish. Potential bruja is used. That means witcher in English, diverse Latin American and Hispanic in most civilizations. Bruja is portrayed as a woman who practices witchcraft. Of folk magic bras are frequently connected to with conventional medical procedures, divination, as well as occasionally using supernatural or esoteric abilities, and these abilities can occasionally be used for detrimental intentions, such as cursing, hurting other people, or taking part in what do you folks believe about malevolent witchcraft? That this unsettling footage depicts an actual Bruce in Boda streets, or is this something else completely? Make sure you depart. Any theories? Please share them in the comments. The medical facility. Whatever the cause, hospitals provide a lot of among us, the creeps. There should be consoling locations that sufferers visit to improve, and by the time you depart, you should experience yourself once more. However, a lot of people use hospitals to be really unsettling, and unsettling. The next video posted by a TikTok user provides even more justification why the video was terrifying. Released by user Loney and displays the interior of a really eerie hospital corridor or passageway that actually seems similar to what you may find in a horror film.
Miren, esa camisa anda sola, chicos. Con los pelos de punta. Mira. ¿A ustedes les parece que me puede pasar esto?
Traveling independently over the length of the hallway, gradually, but steadily ahead of the table, finally passes by the individual recording. Despite nothing really noteworthy, severe or physically terrifying events occur in there still. Stuff in the video. So something unnerving about this table, traveling independently down the corridor of this strange hospital, in case you're afraid about hospitals. then this video most likely won't consider helping your phobia a little. There is a rational explanation of any type for what was happening here. If that's okay, tell me in the remarks.